Hello and welcome to NXT. The fate of the developmental brand may well be set and sealed at the end of this series of Universe, but there is still another 2 months to go for this brand to impress. And impress they will do here tonight. It may be the fallout episode from TakeOver Brooklyn, but as has been the normal, these matches took place before the TakeOver event. But tonight, Juice Robinson, Brody King, lock horns one-on-one in our main event. Two incredibly talented athletes certainly looking to get a place on one of the rosters after NXT comes to an end. Looking to impress here tonight, as will everyone, of course, be looking to impress here this evening. It's of paramount importance for them to put on a good performance. They have to show they're capable. They have to put on a really good showing here, because how many more opportunities are they going to get to show themselves off? Be it here at in an arena like this may be the last time for them, but at the Hammerstein Ballroom as well, how many more opportunities will people have to prove themselves before they have to go, before, you know, the cuts are made? It's the way the cookie crumbles here in this business that we all love. You all want to have the same, you all want to have that success, but only so many of you can have it. It's a shame things work that way, but that's how it goes. And Roppongi 3K will be looking to try and show that they deserve to get another slice of the cake on a bigger stage. They'll be looking to try and impress here tonight as they go up against the runners-up of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic in CCK. Of course, we already know the result of LIJ and the Heart Foundation, or the new foundation, sorry, at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Spoilers, I'm in a booth, so this has come, the commentary is coming after the matches, but I haven't seen the matches, so everything's okay on that one. Here they come though, Travis Banks, Chris Brooks heading towards the ring right now. CCK looking to make the most of this opportunity as well. Their debut here in this universe, of course, having already competed in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, now on a brand. They get the chance to prove themselves firmly. It'll be a good opportunity for them as well to try and make the most of what they've got in front of them. Let's see what will happen here. Calamari Catch Kings. Will it be victory for Banks and Brooks? Will it be an upset in some ways for Roppongi 3K? Find out. These guys certainly looking, both sides of course that is, to make one hell of an impact in this contest. It's a damn good way to get us going here this evening as well. Plenty of other action to come our way. AJ Lee's farewell match coming up later on this evening, of course, and the main event as well, with Brody King and Juice Robinson meeting one-on-one in what promises to be a really, really entertaining contest. Right now, though, we get underway with a Colin Edwards tie-up between Yo and Travis Banks here. Banks will be looking to impress after a struggling performance, shall we say, from his side in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Chris Brooks also enjoyed carrying the team an awful lot. Banks will be looking to show that he's really got what it takes to bring CCK, along with Chris Brooks, of course, towards an upper level here in NXT and in this universe, if they get the opportunity to continue to grow. Nice clothesline there in the corner by, sending him into the corner after that clothesline, rather, by Banks. Tag made it to Chris Brooks. Let's hope this is not the last time we see Banks in this matchup. Dangerous move incoming. Double power bomb there on Yo. Banks assisting as he threw him down into the mat, and now Brooks looking to try and take the lead here. Yo comes up with the counter. Hurricanrana takes down Chris Brooks here. Maybe the opening in front of him right away to make that tag into show right now. Nice chop, good flurry of strikes here incoming from Yo. See what will happen right now. Sends him in the turnbuckle. Brooks in trouble. Legal man in now is Show. But Roppongi 3K sending Chris Brooks' back, smashing into that turnbuckle of theirs. Agonizing impact. Super kick there from Show. Missed it. Openings there. German suplex from Chris Brooks. Makes full use of it. Here we go again, another kick in the gut. This time though it's counter made by Show. A bit of a stare down between the two. Neither guy able to get a move off in that moment, but it's Show who capitalizes here, sending Chris Brooks to the outside right now. Big risk going to be taken. Show gonna fly to the outside. Risk taken, risk paid off for Show right then and there. Every time I see Show in action, I get more and more impressed by him, I have to say. Lovely elbow drop. Roppongi 3K's future may well be safe in this universe so long as I have an eye on these guys and they keep on performing as well as they usually do. Big time Tiger suplex there from CCK. From Chris Brooks, rather. In the corner now. Checking the chest. No, Show comes up the counter there. Irish whip off the ropes into big time tilt-a-whirl DDT. Thing of beauty there. In the corner now. Tag is made. Yo, the legal man once again. Things looking really good for Roppongi 3K right now. Not so for CCK. Yo, I wouldn't be focused on jogging on the spot because Travis Banks just got himself tagged in and he opens up right away on Yo. A little bit of a momentary glimpse, a momentary mistake maybe made by Yo there. Oh, what a landing though. What a beautiful counter that was. Looked like maybe an Ushigoroshi attempt was it coming from Banks. Yo stopped it, flipped his way off the shoulders of Travis Banks. Great counter, and Yo keeps on going here. Nice suplex. Roppongi 3K doing a really good job right now. Credit where it's due to them. Really impressing me. Covers made, looking for the victory. Count of one. Banks moves out of the way. Socks him there. Regoplex now. Had the leg hooked. And Yo getting folded inside and out right there. Drop kick into the back as well of Yo. Good stuff though. Still. From both sides. Travis Banks now trying to get a comeback. Schoolboy power bomb. Thing of beauty. Has the cover. Will this finish off? Yo, it's a kick out of two. Show trying to put at the arm for the tag there, but Yo just is not responsive in that moment. Really took a battering from that powerbomb, but he comes fighting back right now. Hurricane is Travis Banks there. Send him to the turnbuckle maybe. No! Brings him back in for that single leg drop kick instead. Now Yo picks him up once again. Hard chop in the chest. Banks comes back with one of his own, however. Snapmares him down. Oh, kick right in the small of the back. Viciousness being demonstrated in this contest. Banks makes a mistake there. Yo counters the Irish whip and is able to send him right the way into the corner. Show the legal man again here. And Banks this time is the one who comes careening off that turnbuckle. Step up in Zaguri now by Show. Brooks calling for the tag. Banks not there though, feeling the effect right now of the hard-hitting impact that Show brings to the table. Countermate there. Belly to belly now. Travis Banks in there, and he is in big time in the corner now. Show will go. Tag made. Legal man Chris Brooks back in this contest. Banks doing a really good job in this contest, and a really good double team there from CCK. Stomps right down to the gut as well as Show. Here's Chris Brooks looking like he's closing in on a potential win once again for CCK here. Turns his back though, and Yo able to make the tag in. Yo the legal man now. Face buster from behind. Make an opening for Yo, and he's going to make the most of it. Ducks under. Big clothesline. Yo in position now. Looking to finish off this contest. Looking to come up with whatever he can. Drop kick counter. Big boot instead from Brooks. Tag made. Into Banks right now. Showdown on the outside. Yo the legal man. Suplex driver from Travis Banks. Cover is made. CCK get a win. In their debut on NXT, that is all they can ask for. And it was a good win at that for these two men. Victorious. And they can be proud of it. Good showing from Roppongi 3K as well. In all fairness, they really stuck it to CCK. They made life difficult for them, but a fun and entertaining tag match to get us going here on this edition of NXT. Much needed win for CCK. Saw the ego there of EC3 coming through. And you could feel the ego of Maxwell Jacob Friedman in the background there. Perfect reborn, as he put it. MJF and EC3 will be the ones to lead that duo going forward. Interesting to see where that will take us as time goes on. Coming up right now, though, good contest for us on its way. Hangman Page to go one-on-one against Cassius Ohno right there. Ohno, of course, only recently been in NXT the last 4 months or so, having been demoted from Monday Night Raw down to NXT. Of course, with time running out here on this brand and this brand's future in this universe, Cassius Ohno will want to do everything that he can to ensure that he is able to make his way back up onto one of those brands. And in this guy's case, he needs to find some much needed momentum to make sure that he ends up on a brand in the future. No disrespect to Hangman Page, but the guy has not been putting together the results when it matters the most. The guy has stuttered, stumbled, whatever you want to say. He is not delivering when he needs to. And on a brand like this, if you are not delivering, someone will take your place and they will deliver instead. The door is wide open in many ways here in NXT, now with a new NXT champion in town in The Miz. But if Hangman Page still can't put victories together, if he can't get that much needed momentum, is there a future for him in this universe? That can be said about a lot of guys on NXT, don't get me wrong. But Hangman Page is one of those more prominent guys, if you had to ask me. This guy should be, in my humble opinion, already on a show like Raw, SmackDown, or ECW. And he's not, because he just cannot put those performances together. Cassius Ohno is a really good benchmark to see where Hangman Page is right now. Ohno will always deliver a really good in-ring performance. It's what made him a really good name on Monday Night Raw as well. It didn't matter who you put him in the ring with, be it someone like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of someone off the top of my head on the Raw roster, I don't know, Jinder Mahal, or the World Heavyweight Champion, he was going to give you a really good performance. And if he was in the ring with someone, of course, who was also a great wrestler, he was going to give you a fantastic match. Maybe from what I'm saying, maybe I'm interested in taking Ohno on in ECW in the future. I don't know. I like Ohno. He's a really solid worker. But this match really is more about Hangman Page than it is Cassius Ohno right now. It's not about disrespect to Ohno. He's already had his time to shine in this universe, and I still think there is time for him. It's just that there needs to be something from Hangman Page here tonight. He needs to prove himself, or he may not get another chance to prove himself in this universe. Gets off the shoulders, takes down Cassius Ohno right now, unloading with open-handed shots. I wonder if there's added aggression in them as well from Hangman Page based off of his recent performances. It's not as if he's been given weaklings either. He's been taking on the likes of Jay Lethal as well. So Hangman Page has been given the opportunities to test himself against the very best NXT has to offer. He's just falling up short. And in the current predicament that NXT finds itself in, falling up short is the last thing you want to be doing. Huge running powerbomb, but in the ropes, Hangman Page. Look out now, straight jacket, German suplex from Cassius Ohno. Really put together some hard-hitting moves, but Hangman Page is just struggling to find the comeback too. Hoists him up to his feet, looking to slam him down here. Hangman Page able to wiggle his way out of that one, gets free. Big boot, didn't really get all of it out of that one in the gut. Did get all of that neck breaker though. Discus forearm takes him off his feet again. Hangman Page wanted to take things to the top rope. Here he goes. Elbow drops down on Ohno now. Cover is made. Looking for the win. On Ohno, kick out. Right up to his feet here. He's feeling a second win. He's feeling some forms of aggression, riling him on. And he takes down Hangman Page right now with that clothesline. To the turnbuckle he goes here. Looking for that discus big boot. Looking to try and put away Hangman Page here. Countered. Hangman Page moves out of the way. Big time. Back suplex delivered on Ohno now. Great counter by Page. And it opens the door for the rite of passage. He got all of it. Legs are hooked. Hangman Page gets a much needed win. Not the greatest performance still, I will say that, but a necessary one to prove that he can belong on NXT. Jay Lethal was in the same place as this man a few months ago. Now look at him. Can Hangman Page pull that off? Does he have the time to impress? Speaking of impressing, continuing on here with matches where both guys, of course, will be looking to impress their potential future employers. Elias to go one-on-one here this evening against Jonathan Gresham. Gresham, of course, back from a minor injury sustained at the hands of Brian Cage. The Drifter makes his way out here this evening, though. Elias, another guy who's had plenty of chances to prove himself, but a guy who I would say has done better with those opportunities than Hangman Page has. Great opportunities, of course, for Elias again. So gone to Jay Lethal. If you really want to, I guess the benchmark for NXT is not really in a guy like Kassius Ohno, but it's in a guy like Jay Lethal. Which is weird considering that Lethal is, well, right now probably what, the number 2 guy on NXT behind, of all people, the NXT champion, the new NXT champion, of course, The Miz. But everyone will be looking to try and get themselves into that number 1 spot now. Everyone would love to go around calling themselves the final NXT champion. Only one man will get that opportunity too. Elias, probably not going to be him, no offense to him, but he can certainly try and start himself on that road towards getting something out of this universe, or something in this universe rather, once of course he has been signed to another brand, if he gets signed to another brand. The same could be said for this guy, Jonathan Gresham, making his way out. The Octopus back from the injury sustained at the hands of Brian Cage. Now Gresham with a great chance to prove himself here, great chance to show everyone what his wrestling style is, how great he is within this ring. In many ways, he's like Zack Sabre Jr., but without the ego, which is a very good thing indeed. It's a treat to see in that ring each and every time, and I'm hoping that he'll deliver another really solid performance this evening. Elias is going to be tested here. He may well, I think, has the height advantage, definitely has the weight advantage. I'm excited to see if Gresham can bring something big to the table here in his return and make an impact, get himself something here to go towards his future in this universe. Gresham's a guy I really like. I rate this guy and I want to see him succeed, so hopefully he can do just that here this evening as we get things going now. Colin Edward tie-up. This is definitely where Gresham's going to gain the advantage, of course. His wrestling getting outmatched, though, by the strength of Elias, who misses with that clothesline and allows Gresham in to get some good strikes in here. Kick into a small package. Maybe trying to put this one over as early as possible. Or maybe just testing out the old flexibility, just checking out how his body's feeling, having been, of course, on the receiving end of a drill claw courtesy of Brian Cage. Look at this right now. Gresham doing business. Dragon suplex. Got all of that one there on Elias. Early doors looking good for Gresham. Counter made by Elias, however. Backbreaker down on Gresham. That's not going to do the smaller man any favors here. Hard chop in the chest. Look at this now. Elias opening up with hard strikes, pummeling away on poor Jonathan Gresham over and over. Animate here. Drop toe hold by Gresham now. Still an opening in front of him from behind. This time, beautiful back suplex. And a hard kick in the back follows up as well. Gresham looking good. It's like he almost has got even better since his injury. Gresham really making life incredibly difficult for Elias right now, and that is a good thing for Gresham, and of course a bad thing for Elias, who needs to try and improve as soon as possible. Stefan Enziguri in the corner, cover made. Will it be enough? It's a kick out at 1. Gresham impressing right now. That's what it's going to be pretty much all the way from now until the final takeover. It's going to be about impressing. Rolling cutter from Elias. Will it be enough? A victory here. They trade 1 count with one another. Back to my point, it's about impressing your future employers. It's about impressing myself, Sting, or Christian James. It's about, you don't have to be going for the title. You don't have to be gunning for a rivalry. You have to be gunning for a contract. Elias is certainly trying to do all that he can to gun for a contract on a brand in the future. Look out now from behind. Gresham in trouble on the shoulders here. Could this be that beautiful sit-out bomb we've seen from him in the past? He looks for it. Gresham now comes up at the counter. Abdominal stretch now locked in. Gresham has it cinched in deep here. Elias in trouble. Has he done enough to finish off the Drifter right now? Will Elias tap you? Will it be victory in his return for Jonathan Gresham? It will not be. Elias slips his way out of that one. Good counter from Elias there, just using his strength. Counter made by Gresham there to that forearm. Flurry of forearms. Takes Elias off his feet. Gresham could still be in here. He could still look for victory, as he will now work over the leg of Elias here, looking to make sure that he can't stand on it when he locks in the octopus stretch. Could be looking for it right now. Ducks under, kicking away at the leg again. Really trying to take away that vertical basis right now for Elias. Could Gresham be in? He might have been planning it right then and there. Elias, though, snuck up with a counter on him. And rolls up. Gresham now from behind. Roll up. Will it be enough to get Gresham? It will be! Elias slips out a win there on Gresham. And you really have to question how a technical wrestling magician like Jonathan Gresham is, how he could fall for that, how Elias could get one over on him there. Elias played Gresham's own games against him, and he heads out with the win. Well, now it is time for one final match. For one woman, AJ Lee, to take her last entrance here, to have her final bout in this universe against that woman right there, Charlotte. The woman who has changed her moniker, who has changed her beliefs, who has changed the way she sees how things go in this universe. And that all happened back at really the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, when she was taken out of it courtesy of Rhea Ripley, who filled in for her, knocked her out backstage and took her place. Charlotte went back to NXT and went on a rampage, taking out Mickie James and Mayu Iwatani in the same evening, and then saying that she had finally opened her eyes to the truth. AJ Lee said before she retired she wanted to bring Charlotte back to what she once was. Charlotte said, "Bring it on. I will end your career. I will give you a reason to retire." Threat has been made by Charlotte, and now we await the contest here this evening between these two women. AJ Lee steps into those ropes one final time. Will it be for victory over Charlotte? Can she convince her to see the light? Can she convince her? There is light at the end of the tunnel. We are going to find out in just a few moments. She makes her way out right now. One more time for Charlotte. Sorry, for AJ Lee. Definitely not one more time for Charlotte. She'll be hoping it's not the case as well. AJ Lee doesn't care about impressing future employers. To her, there are no future employers. She's going home. She's going to have her own life. And I wish her the best of luck in it, but I hope she does deliver one final performance to remember here this evening. We are going to find out in just a few moments when this big contest gets underway here. Charlotte, AJ Lee to lock horns. Can AJ Lee make something happen? Can she produce a victory here over Charlotte? Can she go out with her head held high? We are about to find out. Great physical condition as ever. Is it going to be enough to knock off Charlotte Flair here and head home? With a smile on her face and one more victory to her name. We are about to find out. AJ Lee's farewell match begins here. Big clothesline out of the corner on Charlotte as she gets going with some viciousness behind her moves early on. AJ Lee working over the arm just the same as Jonathan Gresham in the match before, looking for that octopus stretch that she of course names the Black Widow. Made there by Charlotte. Big boot in the gut as well to go along with it. In the corner we go now. Charlotte the one in control. Chop is countered there. Socked her hard. Luthez press takedown from AJ Lee in that moment. Charlotte rolls out to the apron here. She is struggling near the go-ins compared to what AJ Lee is breaking out. I don't think Charlotte was quite ready for it, but she comes in with a hard forearm there, taking AJ Lee off her feet. Charlotte now up on the shoulders. Back, pack, stunner! Delivered on the money there from Charlotte Flair. In the corner now, huge forearm takes down AJ Lee, and this is now turning around to be an all Charlotte affair here, taking charge of the match and running away with it. AJ Lee though comes up with the counter. Here we go, getting in some strikes, some kicks. She is unloading away now. That spinning kick she can rely on a few times. Over the top rope, here goes Charlotte. And she'll be brought back in. Hangman's neck breaker from AJ Lee. Good combo there from AJ Lee, really giving it to Charlotte in that moment and starting to prove to Charlotte why she wanted it to be a farewell match, hoping that this contest, this performance from it, can make Charlotte see the light and move away from the ways that she is believing in. Look out though, up on the shoulders. Fireman's carry. Blackjack comes in there from Charlotte, and once again, Charlotte just wants it to be all about her. She wants to take this division by force. She wants to be the final NXT Women's Champion, there's no doubt about that one. AJ Lee, though, doing all that she can to make sure Charlotte realizes there's more than just being a champion. It's about having the respect of the division. It's about having the respect of other workers, of those who have looked out for you in the past, and not just yourself. AJ Lee, though, roll up. She's not afraid. She's not afraid to go out with one win by any means necessary, but the shoulder got up in time there by Charlotte. Prevents that from being the case. Front face lock now by AJ Lee. Guillotine. Guillotine may be. Yes, it will be. Her small frame wrapped around the body. The legs wrapped around the body of Charlotte. Yeah. Could she tap out? Not even enough time to have it locked in, ready for an impact to be made, as Charlotte forces her way out there. And now Charlotte in. Oh my goodness! Straight jacket! Electric chair! And now, face first into the floor, she will send AJ Lee. This match quickly turning away from AJ Lee now, and quickly going the way of Charlotte here. Huge chop, you got all of that one, you heard all of that one right then and there. Shinlock applied, knee dug into the back. If AJ Lee taps out here, this is how her career will go out, not on a bang, but with a whimper. Will she tap out here right now? Will she submit? No. Fights her way out. Lou Thesz press takedown. Flurry of fists. Unloading away on Charlotte there. AJ Lee, she's going to look for it. She is going to look and seek for the Black Widow. Will she get it in here? No. Charlotte denies it. Pushes her away. AJ Lee's chance was right in front of her, but Charlotte put a stop to it right then and there. Tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam delivered. What else will Charlotte have in mind here? With AJ Lee perched up on that top turnbuckle. Here we go. Back superplex. And the fight is fading in AJ Lee. Charlotte looking to put this one away once and for all. Spear! The beginning of the end for the career of AJ Lee. Charlotte will not take the message on board. She will not listen. She will lock in the figure eight on AJ Lee in the middle of the ring. Will it be here? Will she have no choice but to tap out? It's locked in. It is locked in deep. AJ Lee taps out. And her career ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. Charlotte wins everything that AJ Lee was hoping to have taught her. can be thrown away. And that is the woman who sends AJ Lee packing from this universe. Charlotte victorious. She claims the victory here this evening. Commiserations to AJ Lee. Best of luck in her future. But coming up right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's our main event of the evening. And what a main event it's going to be. Juice Robinson and Brody King looking to put on another classic for Brooklyn to remember. This is going to be a good main event. Let's see how this one will go right now. Out first, here's the flamboyant one himself. All the respect in the world for this man, Juice Robinson, heading towards that ring right now, looking to produce a really fine performance. Looking to impress, as he always does, in all fairness. And I would probably be safe to say that I doubt I'm the only one who sees this in Juice Robinson, who's impressed by Juice Robinson, who even has my eyes on the flamboyant Juice. We'll see about that one, though, in the future. I have to, if I was a betting man, I would bet on Juice Robinson being safe heading into the future of this universe. And maybe the same could be said for this man, because Brody King has been on a beeline since arriving in NXT. It was only 4 months ago he showed up, and since then he has been a top dog on NXT, very nearly getting himself into the title match of Brooklyn. If not for a defeat to Jay Lethal, he probably would have been on course to end up there. His first loss handed to him by Lethal, a man who I've been talking about a lot this evening, unintentionally. Now Brody King has a chance here this evening to really cement his status on NXT, prove why he is so highly rated, not just by myself, I will say that. There are other general managers, same with Juice Robinson, who see this guy as a big name going forward, who see this guy with all the makings of a star in the future. So there is absolutely a door that is open for Brody King in the future here this evening. But as for this evening, can he make the most of it? Can he prove? Can he provide muster? Can he provide fact to the discussions surrounding him? Can he show to myself and to the other general managers and to everyone watching on that this guy has all the makings of being a future big name in this universe? We will find out. It is our main event of the evening. Title opportunity may not be on the line, but the chance of getting yourself a contract in the future most certainly is for both guys here. And they're going to want to impress to the best of their abilities. I think they will do a damn good job of that. Juice Robinson, Brody King, main event here this evening. Ready to get going in Brooklyn. Bell rings and we are underway. Brody King with the weight advantage, height. Maybe Brody by about an inch, maybe. Could be split either way, to be honest. It's going to be definitely a bit of an uphill battle for Juice, but in those it's those kind of scenarios where Juice loves to work like that. He loves to have his back up against the wall. He loves to be tested. He loves to be struggling in some ways, because it's where Juice, he just gets the best out of himself in those scenarios. When he's on the back foot, he's able to just find something. He's able to tap into something. The more the crowd get behind him, the better he's able to perform as well. Discus forearm from Juice Robinson now. Neck breaker incoming. No, Brody King just pushing him away there, using his strength to his advantage. German suplex now on Juice early on in this contest. Expect to see a lot of vicious, brutal moves being broken out here by Brody King as this matchup will progress on, and it looks like he's going to go for one right away. Sit out power bomb, hooks the leg in, looking to put it away early, gets a 2 count. Juice able to kick out in time there. Wasn't exactly the most emphatic kick out, but a big discus clothesline could put him away right now. Another cover made this time. Juice kicking out right away. Bravery there. Oh, hard shot there. And another one. And another one for Brody King. Back though comes Juice Robinson. And Juice now starting to fire back with some shots of his own. This time, he will get that neck breaker on Brody King. Juice starting to get loose. That's bad news for Brody, because Juice can make magic happen in that ring. Went for the elbow drop there, but Brody King moved out of the ring, moved out of the way in time. And again, he's in. Back suplex into, draping that arm over the chest. An effective, almost Uranagi in some ways. Uh-oh. Trouble again. Trouble again. Deadlift. Sit out powerbomb. Cover's made. Kick out at 2. And this is all Brody King now, so long as Juice is on the mat. But he's up to his feet, and he's swinging right away. Big uppercut takes down Brody King there. Look out. Juice starting to get those shots going. King stumbling to them, but he ain't going down. Tough man is Brody King. Big closeout from Juice there. Now on the leg. Juice Robinson impressing right now. Doing all that he can to keep the big man down. Doing all that he can to make sure that King is feeling the pain in that leg of his right now. Juice with that single leg Boston Crab applied. Can he put him away here? Not going to be the case. Brody King pushes him off. Back up to their feet they go. Hard forearm there. And Brody will take advantage. Pushing him off the ropes now. And off the ropes, he'll go himself with a senton splash down on Juice. Not going to do any favors to the ribs of Juice Robinson. Discus clothesline. Juice evades. Goes after that leg again. Different leg this time, I believe. Kicking away at it. Again, he looked for that neck breaker. He knows he can't slam the big man, but he is taking risks. Even in that scenario. Good flurry of shots there from Juice. Once again, had King up against the ropes, but King comes in with a hard lariat, taking him off his feet there. It's going to be another one. Another deadlift. Deadlift. Gut wrench. Sit out bomb. Cover is made for the victory. How many power bombs has Juice Robinson endured this evening? Not enough. So says Juice Robinson, that's for certain. He moves out of the way of the big boot. Comes in with a reverse DDT. Juice countered there by King. Backed up into the turnbuckle now. Trader chops once again. Running Bulldog from Juice Robinson. Up to the second rope he goes now. He sees the opportunity in front of him. King is dazed. Crossbody from up high by Juice. Cover made. Will it be enough for a huge win this evening? 2.5 on that crossbody. This guy's trying to produce a really special main event here in Brooklyn. And Juice now will hit a senton splash of his own. Things looking to be going the way of Juice Robinson once again. Looking to turn around for Juice. King had his bit of control, but right now it seems to be all Juice Robinson, and that is good news for Juice, of course, and bad news for Brody King. Chin lock applied here, that arm being sat down on essentially by Juice Robinson. Weird how Brody didn't use his free arm to go for the ropes there, but he powers out of it regardless of the situation. Up to their feet now they go. King sends Juice into the turnbuckle with so much force. Juice comes stumbling out of it. In we go now. Not a powerbomb this time, but a pile driver. He's gonna powerbomb him again. He is gonna hit this again. Another deadlift. Sit out powerbomb. No cover though. Brody King is looking to finish Juice Robinson once and for all before he looks for the all-seeing eye for victory here. But Juice still going. Another running Bulldog takes Brody King off his feet. He's been limited with what moves he can hit, but he's made the most of them. Look at this flurry of shots now from Juice Robinson. Setting him up on that top rope. Beautiful! Beautiful move there from Juice. Rolling suplex neck breaker twist and shout as the ace would call it. And another neck breaker comes in, really working over the head and neck now. Ahead of Pulp Friction, doing all that he can to make sure that when he hits it, he gets the 3 count. He lifts Brody King up to his feet, super kick, looked like it was in the chest, didn't get all of it. But enough to keep King down, misses with the headbutt though. Headbutt, splash, whatever it may be, there's no denying that the head of Juice Robinson went into the mat and then into the turnbuckles. Courtesy of Brody King. Felt like it was on its way to Juice being victorious in that moment, but it's all seeming to be changing now. It's all starting to fade away from him. No, it's not. Counter made by Juice. Juice still in this one. Sends Brody King into the turnbuckle. Perches him up on the top rope. Juice is going to take a huge risk. Belly to belly from up high. Cover made for the win. Oh my goodness. Juice can't believe it. He thought he had done it. He thought he had done it, but now he might. Now he might have done it. He will look. He is in. Pulp Friction, no. Brody King counters Pulp Friction. Big German suplex. Now it's Juice's turn in the turnbuckle. Throwing into it. And into another German suplex. My goodness. Brody King is looking to finish off Juice Robinson now. He almost succumbed to the Pulp Friction. And he's making sure that he takes the fight out of Juice Robinson here once and for all. Now he'll go shoulder first into the ring pole. And up into another sit-out bomb. My goodness, Brody King. He has just been finding ways to hit so many different variants of a sit-out bomb. Is Juice Robinson. I was about to ask if Juice had any fight left in him there, but it seems to have all faded off of that lariat. Deadlift. It's going to be another deadlift sit-out bomb for Juice to endure. But the suffering will be at an end. Brody King finishing the job here and making damn sure of it. All seeing eye connects. Brody King covers. Brody King beats Juice Robinson. What a main event. They put everything on the line in that one to be victorious. And at the end of it all, Brody King leaves with his arm raised in victory. Juice Robinson gave it his all. If he had hit Pulp Friction, it would be a different theme and a different man celebrating that victory. But it is not the case. Brody King is your winner as we close things out in Brooklyn.